One thing about the All-Madden team, we just use last names, like Walton, for example, the safety for the Redskins. You talk about a guy who's half linebacker and half secondary. Watch some of the things he can do. You run, he'll make the tackle. You want to pass, he'll be back there in that zone, always alert. The ball's tipped, there's Alvin Walton right there. He tips it, catches it, and looks for an offensive guy. Then you need a blitz, he'll come right up the middle and get the quarterback for you. Then you need a guy to challenge those offensive linemen. Let Walton do it.
Mueller, a surprise at camp in the backfield, but Riddick gets the call again. And a tremendous hit by Alvin Walton knocks Riddick out of bounds at the 35. Alvin Walton, who made 12 tackles against the Jets, has been nothing but a ferocious hitter since winning a job at strong safety coming out of Kansas.
There is Walton. He is one of the big hitters.
Alvin Walton, number 40.
Richie Pettibone, the defensive coordinator of the Redskins, told us the other day he would like to see Alvin Walton get a few shots at John Elway because he's one of your basic big hitters.
3rd and 10. Elway takes a 17-yard drop and a big sack. Alvin Walton, the safety man, sacks him back at the 49-yard line.
As champions of Super Bowl 22, everyone aimed to beat the Redskins.
For an offensive line to get everything together. That's intended for Rice, incomplete.
There's a guy to pop. You can see Alvin Walton in there.
Yep.
Number 40, there's a, you're talking about Ronnie Lott being a hitter, and Ronnie Lott is a hitter. Chet Brooks is a hitter, but this guy, Alvin Walton, you come around that middle, and he's going to knock you back to where you came from. He's just going to sit in there and wait. When he sees that, he just toys him. Jerry Rice knew he was coming because he was looking for him. He'll make you aware.
Back goes Aikman again. Good protection this time. Up over the top, Alvin Walton picks it up on the 29. He's back to the far side, 15, 10, 5.
Alvin Walton's first career touchdown gave Washington an early lead.
As will Alvin Walton, number 40. In just 3 seasons, Walton has established himself as one of the hardest hitters of this unit and led the team in tackles for the 2nd straight year.
Washington received some heavenly bounces in '89, tying for 2nd in the NFL in interceptions with 27.
A day unlike almost any other in John's career as he goes back to pass and gets sacked back at the 15 by Manley and Walton.
Safety blitz, and that's the hitter, Walton.
It gets worse for Dallas. 2nd and 10. Kalor picked off by Alvin Walton.
Room and blocked. He had one man to beat. That was Alvin Walton, and Walton stayed right with it.
Hogaboom going for Baker. Intercepted by Alvin Walton. Pushing Walton up to the number 1 spot on the Redskins with interceptions this year.
That's the play that the Redskin defensive team had to come up with. Boy, did they need that.
18-yard sack.
And he's looking for Johnson in the end zone, and it's picked off by Alvin Walton. How many times have you seen a defensive back in this position play the receiver and not the ball? Not Walton. Perfect.
It's to Anderson. Knocked out of bounds by Alvin Walton with a vengeance.
Alvin Walton plays the run with a vengeance. Takes that personally. I think he's a strong safety, and you usually think of safeties playing against the pass, but Alvin Walton kind of takes a responsibility that you are not going to run against us.
He likes to play. He likes the game.
They're very tough guys.
Yeah.
If Alvin Walton can sit in there against the run, then he is going to become the extra guy like another linebacker.
And the first pass is caught out of the back. Andre Reed makes the reception. Short gain to the 16, 17-yard line.
Sammy Smith to the 45. Alvin Walton, the strong safety, on the stop. Very strong run support by Alvin Walton, the rookie safety man.
There you see the front line. They stuff it right here. Change direction. Alvin Walton comes up, makes it the perfect tackle. Head in front, Plant the man.
Lang from the 36-yard line as Craig is dropped at the line of scrimmage by Alvin Walton.
The appearance of this game is that they have been totally dominated by the Redskins.
By Carter from Wilson. Alvin Walton made the tackle.
Woodside. And Alvin Walton and Wilbur Marshall combined to make the stop. It was Walton on the shoe top tackle that prevented Woodside from getting more.
Really outstanding pursuit by the Redskins that time. It looked like Woodside had a little bit of room, but Walton comes up, makes the play. Probably the best tackling strong safety in the NFL right now. Leads the Skins, as you can see, with tackles. Playing with some bad ribs.
Redskins on a blitz. The pass is incomplete. It was Alvin Walton that hit Harbaugh. Pass intended for Cap Bozo.
I think Alvin Walton was up there to play the run. I also think that he hurt Harbaugh on that. He was up there. That was a safety blitz. Watch him. He's going to come straight up the middle. I think that was a run blitz, and he got Harbaugh right there in the ribs.
And he's had bad ribs. And he had bad ribs coming in. Tom Zach has replaced Harbaugh.
You know, when a quarterback throws, that's the exposed place, and Alvin Walton put his helmet right in those ribs. Let's watch that blitz again. Here's Walton. He's going to come right up the middle. He's unblocked. See, he may be playing run there. He may have been thinking that he was going to play the run. Boom, he saw it was a pass, and he was right in Harbaugh's ribs.
There is Walton. He is one of the big hitters.
The ball again. And a tremendous hit by Alvin Walton.
Alvin Walton, number 40.
One thing about the All-Madden team, we just use last names. Like Walton. Watch some of the things he can do. You run, he'll make the tackle. You want to pass, he'll be back there in that zone, always alert. The ball's tipped, there's Alvin Walton right there. He tips it, catches it.
Anderson. Knocked out of bounds by Alvin Walton. With a vengeance.
That you are not going to run against us.
Richie Pettibone, the defensive coordinator of the Redskins, told us the other day he would like to see Alvin Walton get a few shots at John Elway because he's one of your basic big hitters.
And he's a hitter.
Yeah, I mean, he is a guy that can tackle like a linebacker.
And the first pass is from the 36-yard line as Craig is dropped at the line of scrimmage by Alvin Walton.
Very strong run support by Alvin Walton.
Then you need a guy to challenge those offensive linemen. Let Walton do it. Then you need a blitz. He'll come right up the middle and get the quarterback for you.
In just 3 seasons, Walton has established himself as one of the hardest hitters of this unit.
You talk about a guy who's half linebacker and half secondary.